Hello, everybody. How are you today? Yes, yes, it's me again. I'm right back here having a conversation with you today because you're such great audience to talk to. Love talking with you, love sharing with you. So I'm going to share a little bit with you today on a topic called cherishing moments with grandchildren. How about that? Cherishing moments with grandchildren. I think that one of the blessings of growing old is to have the love and the care of grandchildren and great grandchildren if you are so blessed to have those in your life. I really don't know if they understand what joy that they bring to their grandparents. I guess I'm writing about this or I'm really talking about this today because I had a chance to have a close encounter, if you will, with five of my eight grandchildren last evening. First of all, let me tell you about this. My oldest son was coming into Fort Lauderdale from Orlando to pick up the children's mother at the airport, who was arriving back from Amsterdam. And so they swung by my place for a good maybe 10, 15 minutes. And I really didn't expect that they would be coming by because the time was kind of short and the time was kind of tight. So around thinking about 6:30 last night, I heard this knock on the door, and I thought, well, maybe that's them. Went to the door. Sure, lo and behold, here stands my oldest, the youngest of the old of my, I'm not calling names tonight because I don't want to call their names. They may nobody will know who I'm talking about but them. So I'm just trying to respect their privacy. Okay. So it's my son was at the door, and here comes the oldest son and the youngest son, and the big hugs and the big smiles and everything, even though I saw him a few days ago when they dropped the mom off. And but it's always really good to see the kids, the grandkids. But the most exciting part of this, that behind the three of them came the one, two, three, yeah, became came the second oldest. I had not seen him for, it feels like probably about 5 years. He's working, he's, got things going on like most of my grandchildren do, but I just hadn't had a chance to see him. And then he just kind of came around the corner, and oh my God, what a moment that was. It was so fantastic to see him, to hug him. He's way taller than me, looking good. These moments, guys, that I have to share, even though it was just a few minutes, it just did my heart so much good. Grandma, oh gosh, I couldn't help but remember when I babysat them, like when they were in town here, when they were very, very young. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at them now, these fine young men. Wow. Wow, how God has blessed. Oh my God. It was just a really, really special moment there. Well, they left, go to the airport, everything. I'm settling back here and trying to maintain, but feeling all of this joy still resonating with me. And I get a phone call, and the phone call is from my second oldest son's youngest son. And he was like, hey, Grandma. And I said, hey, baby, how you doing? And I was a little bit concerned because, this is the one that if anything is going on in his life, he's a little bit concerned about something, whatever the case may be, he will pick up the phone and call his grandma. And he will tell his grandma when he's not feeling the best or when he's upset about something or what have you. And we had one of those phone calls, what, a day before that, before last night. And I was like, well, why? What's going on now? So I say to him, call his name, are you okay now? And he said, yes, I'm okay. And I said, okay. So you just decided to call grandma? Yeah, I just decided to call you grandma because you know what? I want some Roblox. Now, both of them know, he and his brother, that I don't do Roblox with them in the middle of the week because they have to concentrate on school and everything, but I will do it for them once in a while as a gift, a reward, or whatever, but on the weekend. And I said to myself, but babe, you know that I don't do this during the week. I want the Roblox now, he says. And I says, why now? I said, how about Friday? I send them to you for no, could you think, do you think you could really send them tonight? I had in the sense that there is some reason my baby wants these robots. I said, you know what? You hang up. I'm going to get those robots for you, and I'll give you a call when I have sent them to you and everything. Okay, he's happy now, a happy tone in his voice. So I went online, I got his robots, I sent it to them. And so then the oldest who plays with him on this, he called me and he said, Grandma, thank you for that. But he says, why did you send them so early? Because we know that you don't do this during the week. I said, look, there was a request for them. So, whatever. So it was fine. Here's the deal, the bottom line to it all. The reason that it resonates with me is because when I do these things, they're so appreciative and they know how to express it, you know. And this is through being taught and being trained to do what they're supposed to do. Early in life so that it resonates down the line. I had to be thinking about these things. So the oldest one, he calls me all the time anyway. The youngest one, he'll call me when he thinks about it, but we know what the situation, we know how we operate. So he calls me the oldest one. He said, I really do. I mean, even though I was kind of, surprised that you sent these Robloxes, this early and why you would do that. Uh, I really do appreciate it. Fine. Okay, so now I get then an email, excuse me, a text from the youngest who asked, and I have to tell you, it just, it's that's something to my heart. I guess you said I'm just an old softy. He said, Dear Grandma, you are the best grandma. No, first of all, he said, Dear Grandma, I love you very much. And then there was a meme of a little rabbit with long ears or whatever, so soft and cuddly. And he said, You are the best grandma ever. Who would not appreciate words like that coming from the grandchildren? These are the moments. This is what I call real love. Love that is shared, love that is demonstrated. When I think about, you may say, oh, these little things, and you may have whatever you want. I don't care what you say about how I'm feeling about this right now. And this is not to the exclusion of the rest of my grandchildren and the rest of my great grandchildren. I'm just telling you about this incident last night because of what it was and how it made me feel. So don't try to insinuate anything into how I'm feeling about one or the other. But let me tell you, shared love is a premium these days. Demonstrated love is a premium these days. When we see this, in this case, from these grandchildren and this like this, it has to resonate with us as adults. The Bible says something about, and a child shall lead them. We talk so much about hate. What about the shared and the demonstrated love, people? It is there. And when we see it and when we have a chance to partake of it, we should hold it dearly, spread it to the extent that we have, and do what the Lord will have us do, even as he mentioned in the two greatest commandments of all. It's all about love. I just needed to share that with you this afternoon. Indulge me or click me off, but I'm still here and I will still share with you. And I do hope you would share with me. Send me some comments. Share what I sent to you, however you want to do it. But you know what? We get a long way down the road when we share each other's feelings, when we share each other's love, when we share those things that will help somebody else down the road in whatever way that it does. That's what God put us here for. Let us love one another as God has loved us. Have a wonderful rest of the afternoon. Love you. Talk with you later. Bye.